What's up, you guys? It's your girl Pipsicle, and I just want to talk to you quickly about having a trading strategy. What is a trading strategy? So many times when we start, we just hop right in and start placing trades, right? Or taking someone else's trades, whatever it is. And we really don't have a strategy or an idea of what we're doing, how we're doing it, how we're going to accomplish it. And I found this article that I think is amazing, and it teaches you how to build a trading plan, right? So if you scroll down, right here, it tells you different characteristics of each type of trade. Are you a position trader, a scalper, a swing trader, right? Also, it talks to you about your what, your how, your why, and your when, okay? It will give you links to follow for whatever kind of trader you are. For example, when I started scalping, and I liked it. But for me, it wasn't sustainable for my personality, I don't think. I do love it still, don't get me wrong. So I realized at some point that for me, I was a swing trader because I felt more comfortable being able to place a trade and kind of go about my day. It does need to be a good place and a good entry, but at some point you should only just have to monitor your swing trades, and they often last a few days, so you won't necessarily see that quick, fast, turnaround money, although you do have profits, but it's something I'm going to let ride out, right? I do love scalping, so we'll talk about that as I finish scrolling through this article. So it also goes into telling you what time is the best time for you and what session, depending on what kind of trader you are. All right, so this is just a really good article, and it helps you set parameters for yourself. So I'm just going to go back through here really quickly and start from the top. It says the what. So the what, your what needs to be, what are you? What, with your personality and all the different things you've tried, maybe you've tried intraday, which is within the day. You're hanging out on the 1 hour chart, maybe looking for an entry on the 15. If you're a scalper, you're probably hanging out on the 5-minute charts, maybe a 1-minute chart, 15-minute chart, right? You want to get in, you want to get out in a matter of minutes. If you're a swing trader, you might want to look on the 4 hour and the day, possibly even bigger than that, the week. It really just depends. So figure out what you are. Don't feel like you have to be relegated to only one type of trading, but you do need to establish what you want, what fits you, and what works for you first. So figure out what you are. So for example, for me, I could say, oh, I'm a swing trader and I like to hold for a few hours to a few days, right? Then you are going to, once you decide that, you're going to go down to your how. How are you going to do it? You can be very detailed or you can be not so detailed. So for example, if you were going to be very detailed, you could say, I am going to place at least three swing trades a week if possible. I am going to place a micro twin trade for each of them just so I can have that quick fix if you have like a greed issue, right? We know that the markets bring out all our psychological issues. Other than that, you could also get into more detail and say, I will use wave analysis when I trade, or I will only trade at major key levels. That's when I'll only place a trade. And you can get very detailed and say, I have to have 4 confirmations. I have to have 10 confirmations once it crosses my major key level, and then I'll trade. So again, you can get detailed or not so detailed, and you know what you need. You know if you need some regulations and some rules in your life, right? And maybe some of you don't, maybe some of you do, but you know what you need. So, you kind of got to be your own little, your own little teacher sometimes. And then you're going to have your when, right? So you could write that down for yourself. Let me scroll down right here. You could say, I will place trades during the New York session, and I will monitor them during the London session, right? Or whatever you want. So just get a good idea of what kind of trader, how and when you're going to be placing those trades and monitoring them. And then lastly, what it goes into in the article is your why. Why do you do this? Do you do this for your family, for your kids, for yourself, because you want to be a millionaire, because you don't want to live and die at your desk job? Because you want to help youth, right, who come out of high school and have no job and no way of getting a job. Whatever your reason is, that's your why. And when you have a bad or a hard moment in the market, you need to go back to your why and remind yourself why you're doing this and what you're doing. And if you guys need more help with like the psychological part of that, check out my videos. Feel free to show some love on YouTube. If you guys have a request, please let me know. I'm happy to take on those requests and do a quick video. So use this as a resource to help you start your trading plan and your strategy Do it now. Do it today. It's a holiday weekend before the markets open. Get this in stone for yourself so that if you decide that you are a swing trader, for example, and you go in and you scalp and you lose a chunk of money, right? You did not stick to your plan. You can go back to your plan and say, wait a minute, I know myself. I know the parameters I've set for myself. Again, don't feel relegated to just one type. I know for me, I love gold, even though gold beats me and then hugs me and then slaps me and then kisses me. I love gold. I don't know why, right? Maybe it's that risky side of myself. So, for example, and I'm not saying this is a good idea, you could say, okay, I'm a swing trader, but I will scalp gold on micro lots with my broker who allows me to do less than a 0.10, right? So you can give yourself that little fix if you need it. It's about you. It's about what you need and how you know yourself. So again, feel free to show some love.